There's someone who I asked those questions following each other. Can you go any police? What am I And Change to Excellence is a global platform where we share excellence. If there is the bottom line, the ultimate goal of having these talks is to build excellence, for you to be very good at something. And because it is not just a word in the dictionary, it is a commandment in the Word of God. In the book of Romans, if you read the book of Romans chapter 16 and verse 19, it says that be excellent in what is good. Someone say be excellent.
Be excellent.
In what is good.
In what is good.
But excellence is not a sporadic, random action. You don't just build excellence by just being successful one time. You got a tender of a certain, maybe 1 million or 500,000 or 50,000 one time, and then you became excellent. No, it's a journey. But very quickly, because this is a topic that is very, very close to my heart. Very close to my heart, because it's a journey that I have walked, building my capacity 4 or 5 years ago. No, not even 5. 4 years ago, I wasn't doing what I'm doing today. I was somewhere employed in an international company and very confused. Like I didn't know what I was waking up every morning. I didn't know. Yeah, and it's not like the company was paying badly. It was a good company, an international company. There were opportunities, training opportunities and all that, but I would wake up to quit. You know, I would wake up in the morning and say, when will the day end? And the moment it was 4:30, I was like, because my life didn't have purpose, I didn't have direction, I didn't know what I was really doing in life. And until I started searching within myself, self-discovery, self-development, and built my capacity in my talents and gifts, and I started to see some life in my life. And that's what I want to share with us today, so that we can have some life in every area of our lives. And there are some 3 key things I want to speak about, and then I invite our speaker. There are some 3 key things. Number 1, why do you need to build capacity? Why do you need to build capacity? To be prepared for opportunities. Because it is very bad. It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and you miss it, and you don't get it, other than you get an opportunity but you're not prepared for it. What a loss. You get an opportunity, a very good opportunity, if you are registered, and maybe sometimes you even have the expertise, but just know you don't have the papers, because some of us, you're starting a business, you don't have the papers, you don't have the right, what are they called, the right certificates, and you miss an opportunity just like it was just at your grasp, but you just missed it because you're not ready for it, you're not prepared, you didn't have capacity to handle it. So that's why it's really very important so that you can be able to attract opportunities. You see, the thing is that life is very fair. Life is very fair, and it always presents us with opportunities to make our lives easier, makes our lives better, makes our life progress and grow. Life is very fair. To each one of us, wherever you are in life, whether you're a student, yes, whether you're working, you're a professional, whether you are in business or whatever area, social background, whatever, life is very fair. There are always opportunities that come up. Life always gives opportunities. I would say God gives opportunities, because He's the one who's given us life. But opportunities are also very choosy. They are also very choosy. They don't just go to everyone. They only pick capacity. They require capacity to be handled and to be executed and to be enjoyed. They require capacity. So that's the second reason as to why capacity is very important. Number 3 things that I invite our speaker is that you build your capacity so that you can be you build your capacity so that you can be the go-to person. You can become an authority. Yes, that's what I was looking for. So that you can become an authority in that area, in the area of your passion, in the area of your business, in the area of your career, in the area of your profession. You become an authority. When you become an authority, you become the go-to person. Anytime people think about surveying, like I know our good friend here, Mr. Butugi, is one of the renowned surveyors in Kirinyaga and I think across the country. So that any time people think of, nataka kukatakata shamba, they think of you, because you have become an authority in that. You have built your capacity so much, such that now you are like synonymous to the industry. Let me ask you something. When I mention the name Dr. James Munyi, what comes into mind? Yes? When I mention Dr. James Munyi, what comes into mind? Equity. What else?
Banking.
banking. Yes, what else comes into mind? Okay, when I mention Churchill, what comes into mind?
Comedy.
Yeah, comedy. Yes, he is synonymous to an industry. Speaking, you cannot give a lecture about comedy in Kenya without speaking about Churchill. You can give a lecture about the banking industry, not just in Kenya, in East and South Africa, without mentioning Ibrahim and Dr. James Munyi, because he has built his capacity so much in that industry such that he's a force. He's a person to reckon with. He's a person to beat. He's a person to beat. If you're a new kid in the block, in that area, in the area of events, and it's very good. And I think I like what he said. He said that, you know, how much does your industry command? Like in the area of events, do you know how big is the events industry? How big is the surveying industry? How big is the speaking industry? For me, I should have those details. How big is the writing and, you know, all that training industry? How big is the photography industry? Do you know, it's important so that you know what chunk do I want to get from this industry? What chunk? If not all of it, what chunk do I want to get? 25%, 90%, or how much? But for you to do that, you need to build capacity until you stood here and I've had some things, and I think this has been very outstanding for me. There are two things that I've seen another level. Number one is from capacity building. Capacity building is not everything. It is the start. It is good, but there's also the next level, which is capacity deployment. How do people benefit from that capacity, that expertise, that competence that you have to deploy it? It has actually reminded me that we are usually hired for our competence, for what we know, but we are paid for doing what we know.
Absolutely.
For deploying that competence. Very profound. I think for me that was very. And then the other thing was, oh my God, from excellence to preeminence. That was just, I think, the kill. It was just the killer punch. I mean, thank you so much. That was priceless. And I think also, at your future, this is I have to read this because, you know, it's very good that we were recording actually. We were recording. But don't expect your future to be different if you are not doing anything about your competencies today. That was very, I think Radido, God bless you so much. And I pray that God just multiplies your wisdom. We don't want the mathematics of adding anymore. We want the mathematics of multiplication. Yeah, may He just multiply those insights and wisdom. They are timeless. They are eternal. I mean, those are eternal truths, and we are really, really blessed. I don't know if we have maybe for me that was my. I can't add anything. I want to first of all, I think, go through that video again and just get to soak it in. It's really powerful. I don't know if we have anyone who has a comment like mine or something that has just stood out for you. Something that you see. The thing is, the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. The more you see your ignorance, the more you see, the more yes, unaona ignorance but it's true. The more you learn, the more you see your ignorance, and that is for someone who is growing, for someone who is developing. And I think for me, I've seen so many areas that I need to develop and grow. And I think that is why we usually have these conversations, because you see where we are seated, and I know we are experts in different areas. Where we are seated, we know so much. That is, we think we know. I think I'm very good in like he's a mining engineer. He's one of the best mining journalists, I think, in Africa. I mean, from where we sit, we always look at ourselves like, I know I'm good at here. Until you sit under someone else's feet and you don't know, I don't know. Oh, you're trying to answer a question. Like now I was trying to answer a question when he was asking. And I was so ashamed. Because he asked, which is the most dangerous seat? No, which is the most exciting seat to sit in a car? Yeah, that's the driver's vehicle, the driver's seat. Then which is the most dangerous?
The most uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, so they are it's the co-driver because they're the ones sitting is the driver's seat. And I'm saying, yeah, sure, because if you don't have the competence, you don't know how to drive, you don't want to be on that seat at all. Yeah. So I think for me that is, never you learn, you realize you don't know. That's why it's important. Please, and sometimes there are topics that you think you always know about. It does no harm for you to go and listen to someone else, because God has given us. It can be on, even on that topic of capacity. If you hear someone else speaking about it, go and listen, because God has given us different views, different insights, and they are all, they are all to build us. So always seek knowledge. Always seek knowledge. Knowledge is the new gold. A friend of mine who said that knowledge is the new gold. I know you do mining. Perhaps you can tell us the most pricey metals or minerals we have, but if there is something I know is gold, it's knowledge. But also we have an academy. We have a personal development academy which is called Change to Excellence Academy. And I think those of you who came in, I was giving you this. Yes, so what we do is that we usually say that your personal development is your network. You can even know the governor, but if you can't benefit from that connection, from that network, it's not your network. How is it your network? Your personal development is your network. Your confidence. Are you able to express yourself? Are you even confident? Your personal development. So, and we take you through some 10 weeks of different topics about knowing your identity. You say that you are. Your personality profiling, that is part of knowing your identity. Discovering your life purpose. Why on earth are you on earth? Personal leadership. You must be able to lead your most important follower, like you were saying yourself. Then personal branding and etiquette, how you present yourself. And we have change management and public speaking. How do you manage to stand before people and give a compelling message, an outstanding message, make people, and inspire people. Yeah, so, and it goes for 30,000 we are actually, and it doesn't end without, part of the coursework is usually a hike that we do. Actually, we just did, with the season 1, we did a hike at the Mount Kilimanjaro, so it's really fun, because you must be able to conquer a physical mountain for you to be able to conquer even other mountains in life, and it was really fun and exciting. You're conquering something you can touch and see. It's under my feet. Yeah, it's really inspiring, and it builds tenacity, it builds resilience when you conquer a physical mountain. So it's a very, very exciting program, and it costs just 30,000, 10 weeks, 30,000. We have a payment plan if you're interested. And then also we have, since this talk, this is what we do. This talk we just package them. So this one is a talk that I did about the power of decision making, because I usually ask, what's the most important thing you do in a day? What do you think is the most important thing you do in a day? Yes? It is making a decision, because you only do what you decide to do. It is making a decision. So, and we say that it is in moments of decision that your destiny is shaped, and it is also in moments of indecision that destinies are lost. So we don't want to build to lose any destinies. Let yourself